Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik sallam. Good evening, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Back with a short video clip with the hope and objective that it would change the life of working professionals, students, and prospective candidates lining up for the industry or trying to go abroad for further studies. Target audience is always young graduates, full-time students, scholars, or young faculty who are just setting up their careers. It's a part of training that I continuously believe on doing with the objective that you would have the better opportunities after understanding what I am talking and saying to you. Today, I'm going to talk about a very important topic that most of us, when we go abroad, feel the gap between us and our adopted home country. For example, when I went to Europe, UK particularly, let's be precise, in 1987, I know very well that there was a huge gap. The way I used to do things, the way I used to think, the way I used to live the life, the way I used to plan things, and the way my local friends from UK and the other friends from Europe used to do things. So huge gap. So it is, supposed to be, the gap is supposed to be because we are dealing with developed and underdeveloped country. They are developed because they have achieved many milestones in their professional life, in their economic life, in their national system that we are on our track to achieve sooner or later, inshallah. So understanding the foreign country culture is extremely important. Let me share that many a times I have seen our students, our faculty, our professionals totally fail in the foreign countries just because they are not able to adapt to the culture of the country where they are living. So then the consequences are they do not fit into that culture, they do not fit into that community, and they have no other option but to come back home. So now objective of this training is, of this short video is that let's share with you to ensure that you do not feel the issues, difficulties that many of us have been into. So now the question is, understanding a culture is a big thing, and it's not possible in the shortest possible time. It takes years and decades to understand the value system, to understand the culture, to understand the way they live their life. तो उसको जो उनको अडेप्ट करना है उनके फॉरेन कंट्री के कल्चर को, it is extremely important. Until you adopt to their way of life, let me tell you, you will not succeed in their professional life. Okay, how do they do things? How they behave with each other, how they plan things, how they celebrate. These are extremely important. We must try our best to be part of the system of the country we are going to go and we are going to live there, regardless of duration. But at least you would have the opportunity to make the most, to enjoy the most, the country where you are living if you can adopt to the culture of the land. Now, undoubtedly, respecting the laws, undoubtedly respecting the fellow human beings, citizens of the country, respecting the value system of that country is extremely important. So, I mean, when you talk about developed world, wherever they are, they have spent centuries to be where they are. So we really need to look into it, and we need to respect that. So starting point for students would be, let's work very closely with your professors. If you are undergraduate students, you are going to have 5 or 6 professors in the first semester. So be very close to them. Present yourself as a volunteer worker. Be a helping hand to ask the professor, Professor, can I help you with something? Professor, can I help you with your office stuff? Professor, can I help you with managing the office stuff? Particularly, professors have lots of books here, hanging here and there. Asking him, can I put your books on the shelves? Can I, professor, help you organizing the quizzes and assignments of the students? Something like that. So, I mean, this approach would make you a favorite person in the university system, and professors love that, this kind of behavior, polite and innocent and caring behavior from the student. So being very close to your professors simply means you would have the opportunity to understand the culture of the land. Professor is gonna tell you that this is how we do things, this is how we do this, this is how we do this, this is how we do this, this is how we do this. I mean, I remember when I went to London long time ago in the 80s, one of my professor took me to a local coffee shop, and he said that, Hijaz, this is how we queue up, line up, and he said, you must have at least 2-3 feet gap between you and the person in front of you. Keep the gap in a way that if you are opening your arm, you must not touch the person in front of you. This is how you queue up. And then he said, when you are at the cash register, you maintain the eye contact with the cashier and greet, hello, how are you doing, good morning, good evening. You say, don't wait for the cashier to say you jump up. That would make you a favorite person. So these are the things. So basic things related to etiquette, extremely important. Wherever you go, there are many books published about the countries, about the culture, wherever you are going. Many students these days go to China. Some of them goes to Malaysia. Some of them, very big majority goes to Europe still. Very big majority goes to United States for higher education. So I mean, that's totally fine. But wherever you are going, always sit, read about the culture of the country, and then plan your things. So one could be your professors, other option could be working very closely with the university staff. Since they are local, since they have spent all their life in that country, in that city, long time in that university, so they can be very helpful and supportive. All you have to do is just be polite to them, speak to them, communicate with them. In fact, I would say at every now and then, at least at some festive, Christmas and Easter, buy some nice pack of cookies, give it to them. It doesn't have to be very expensive. Okay, this is another thing. When you talk about the Western value system, it does not matter you are giving them a truck of chocolates or a bar of chocolate. What matters is you are giving them something, and that giving them is not they are expecting you to give them. This simply means you value them, you care about them, you have love and respect for them. So this is what it matters. Small things. It is all about care. It's all about love and respect. So do that. Local churches, just like in Muslim countries, or if you are in India, you have Hindu temples, Sikh gurdwaras, synagogues, mosques. So these are very, very respectable places. So you can be part of the church community. Go there, sit, attend the masses, and join them. So this is another thing you can do. Another important thing that each city has a community services that you can go and attend that. Join that, attend those community services, be part of the volunteer services organizations. You would be totally amazed that what kind of learning you are going to have over there. So do that, be part of the culture, be part of the city, be part of the community where you are. Do not sit away from everybody, be part of them. Then you will enjoy the culture, enjoy the country. And overall, what would happen if you have done all what I said here? You will have a very successful professional life, let me tell you that. Because most of the time, your recommendations are going to come from the local community if you're applying for a job. Recommendations are going to come from the university professors, and they would only recommend you if they know you well. Otherwise, they will not recommend you. So with this, I must say thank you to you. I hope you will have a wonderful evening. My prayer for all the happiness and further success to you. Take care.